My name is Stephen Maric. I am the founder and head of school at Mileva Maric Montessori in West Hartford, Connecticut. My wife and I, Marissa, she is our head of school, opened Mileva Maric Montessori over 3 years ago. We're going into our 4th year now. And it's been an adventure with lots of families, lots of wonderful students coming to maximize what they can do with themselves by getting an education. The team here at MMM is really focused on taking care of your families, teaching them knowledge that will give them education that gives them an advantage, but also to develop their moral character.
Hi, my name is Marissa Maric, and I'm the Director of Curriculum and Head Teacher at Mileva Maric Montessori. We have a K-12 Montessori school that offers a variety of classic subjects mixed with some modern subjects that your students definitely need to learn for the future. Our program is designed to fit into the schedules of families, to help families grow together, to help them learn together, and really to help students have an extremely enriching education experience.
My name is Steven Solansky. I am a father of 2, an 8-year-old girl and a 4-year-old boy, Savannah and Austin Solansky. The difference is they teach to the student's level rather than to the age of the student. So I felt that Savannah was a pretty sharp kid, and she seemed to be really bored at her last school. So now she's definitely not bored. I see the difference because her academic level has risen significantly since enrolling here.
My name is Scott Mulvihill, and our son Mason attends the Montessori school. My wife and I were concerned with Mason's involvement in the public school system in Hartford. We had the occasion during a neighborhood gathering of families to have a conversation with a parent who had visited the Montessori school and was quite impressed. We subsequently made an appointment for Mason to visit the school and found it to be the perfect fit. One of the things that we found immediately with the Montessori school was Mason's immediate confidence in himself that had been lacking in other school scenarios. So he had an immediate confidence due to the involvement with Stephen and Marissa, working with him to develop and make him feel better about his school studies.
My name is Robin Luo. I'm father of Alexander Luo and Liliana Luo. Both of them attended MMM. It was a huge difference when we moved from a public school to MMM. In public school, the education is a bit more, catch-all, right? It is casting a very wide net. And if your kids are somewhat special, your kids is a bit more advanced, it's very difficult to get the attention or tailor the school education for your kids. And I think what MMM does really the best is explore your kids' strengths and let them grow and provide them opportunities and challenge them. That is really most invaluable to us. And our kids grew substantially during the years at MMM. And my son, he took AP Statistics, AP Calculus, and BC, and AP Computer Science. And during the time while he was at 8th grade. And he took all those 3 and passed with high scores. So we felt it's a miracle.
My name is Maximus Anthony Masci. I am in 12th grade and I'm a senior in Mileva Maric Montessori School. My motive for coming here was to be better at doing the things I love. Math, science, English, social studies, all the things that I try to do at public schools. What I like about this school is that the way how they teach, the way how they give the socialization to all the kids and such, and their diversity. One of the things I like about the school is how Mr. Stefan teaches me about math and how I actually excelled from losing 2 years from school to gaining 2 years and extra with math and English.
We're trying to demystify what it means to get an education. We're trying to provide assurance that you can see, oh, steps A, B, C do get us to D. And we take the time to be able to communicate that with our family who come in. And so I think taking the uncertainty out of what you need to do and being able to monitor your child's confidence and academic levels as you progress in observable ways that make sense to you, that make sense to your teachers.
Students really need a lot of practice, and they also need what we call spiral practice.
We believe in 3 core subjects that are going to execute and carry you through all those difficult stuff. And they have to do with languages. English, mathematics, computer science. We have great children here. We have great curriculum.
So my name is Cooper Davis, and
my name is Laura Davis.
We are the parents of Casper Davis, who is in the 5th grade here at MMM. So he was enrolled here in West Hartford Public Schools. We live locally. He does have some particular needs when it comes to an educational setting. He's really smart, but socially he has a harder time than some other kids. School was putting a lot of focus on either correcting or preventing him from functioning the way that he naturally does in that type of environment. He started to get a sense of himself as a problem. So he reads beyond grade level, his math is beyond grade level, his sort of like world knowledge and just retention for stuff that he reads and learns is really, really high. And so he's always been a step or two ahead of the other kids academically, but then you have that all that meant in that setting was that he was extra bored and did not have a place to focus his attention that came naturally to him.
And I think at the heart of it, we were watching him lose his love of learning. We knew he wasn't happy, we knew he was struggling, but we didn't have any other options.
Casper's grandmother, and she met Marissa, who runs the school along with Mr. Stefan, and mentioned to her, oh yeah, my husband and I started a school, and a Montessori school. And the first thing I said to my mom was, no, there's no way. Because
we've scoured
we have looked
everything.
everywhere. We've looked all over this state. We talked about driving him to New Haven every day.
Homeschooling.
We talked about homeschooling. We turned over every rock. So we didn't believe at first.
Once Casper started at MMM, everything changed. He went from needing to be dragged out of the house in the mornings to get on the school bus to being excited to go to school, to see his classmates, to see his teachers. He began coming home excited to talk to us about what he was learning, whereas in the past, when we'd ask how school was, he just didn't want to talk about it. And we saw in him, it makes me emotional to think about it, just his self-confidence start to come back online, his excitement about learning, which is so at the heart of who he is as a young man, as a boy.
I can imagine a better lens than what actually happens here.
My name is Brandon Gray. I'm the father of Ariana Gray, and she was a former student at Mileva Maric Montessori. It was an excellent choice of school, and we actually ended up finding this school during a really hard time. So we were looking for a school where she could get some personal touch, a lot of one-to-one attention, help her emerge back into like some normalcy coming out of COVID. The experience with the school was phenomenal. In a lot of ways, I'm at a loss for words just because of how much of a personal touch my daughter received. They helped my daughter not only build confidence, but she was able to believe in herself, and that's something that we had worried about, her mother and I, after spending so much time alone during the COVID. The teachers had a very personable touch that was uncanny at the time and something that my daughter needed.
And the only difference between the public schools and this school is that this school teaches about about the same subjects, of course, but in a more better way than a public school.
There are already a lot of private schools in our community, and so who are we to show up and to start something fresh out of our own imagination? So we really had something to prove. You'll hear later from a parent. Our first year we set out to have college level SAT and ACT scores from middle school students. That was our first year goal, and we hit that. We were so proud of that. In second year, we took those same students who had really progressed academically in year one, and they took 3 AP exams. So they passed the AP Calculus, AP Computer Science, and AP Statistics exams as 5th and 8th graders, which is just profound.
What I was most surprised was how far they could be challenged and how far they could push themselves and how quickly they can learn, how quickly they could grow.
And if I may share one more thing, while I love school and I love the community and this and that, I ultimately wanted to build this school because I wanted a school my daughter could go to. And it's with that same desire that I ask people to come and speak to us about what's possible for their kids. Because for people who have children, your children's the world, your children are everything for you, and you're not going to be actually comfortable until they have what they need.
One of the things that we do with the school is in the wintertime they have a ski program for, I believe it's 8 weeks, twice a week, and we all go to Vermont. And I participated in several of those ski events, and they're fantastic. I would like to see the school grow. I would like to see more people just come check it out because I think it's a worthwhile visit. I think that you would be pleasantly surprised at what you find here.
I have a couple of memories with the school. One of them is Marissa had introduced Mason into the competition aspect of studies. And through the international academic competition format, Mason was able to compete in Connecticut and then represent Connecticut in a national meeting for the geography, science, and Model UN. And that was something that was extremely exciting for Mason, and he just felt so great about having that opportunity. And for us as parents, we had no idea that that type of program even existed. So when it was presented to us, we were equally as excited.
One of the best experiences was the snowboarding trips that we took with the school and some of the students and other parents. It was good because there was an educational component, and it was really good memories. It created memories with the school that I will have with my daughter forever. because of the trips that we took with the school, me and my daughter now will snowboard for the rest of our lives, and it will be something that we do annually, and that's only because of the experience that the school provided.
Whether your kid is having problems in another school or not, if you can be open-minded about what an education can look like, it is worth visiting and having a sense for what they have on offer here.
I think the most special aspect of the Montessori school is the ability for the teachers to teach to the child. It's not a process that the child must fit into. The teachers understand how the kids can move forward, how they learn, and they can structure the curriculum to the specific child. We want the school to flourish, and we want as many people to find out about the Montessori school as possible. It's kind of a hidden gem here in West Hartford.
The one great word that I would say about this school in pure definition is that this school is perfect.
If I was to state in one word what comes to mind when I think of Mileva Maric Montessori, I would say grounded, because they are very family-oriented. They're very centered on the children and their education.
If I would like to describe MMM in one sentence, is excellence in education.
If I had to describe MMM in one or two words, I would say it's authentic and it's been really impactful.
If I was to describe MMM in a couple of words, I would say it's a school of integrity and courage.
I think for our family, the Montessori school was an oasis.
If I had to describe Mileva Maric Montessori in one word, it would be joy.
If I had to describe Mileva Maric Montessori in one word, one could be inclusive. Inclusive of all the love, energy, and support that your kid is going to need to make it from here and years beyond.
If I were to define Mileva Maric Montessori in one word, that MMM, Mileva Maric Montessori, is a place where you can reimagine what's possible for yourself.